Yo, what the fuck? There you go. Wait, now it's like kind of weird. All right. Yo, what's up with it? It's your boy Noonie back with another reading. This is going to be a reading for the sign of Leo. All right. So, Leo, I definitely said Leo, right? I think I definitely did. All right. We shall see. But anyway, Leo, what's going on with it? So, before, man, I just went live and it was just doing some weird shit. So, cause like YouTube had like froze and shit. So, I don't know. And they probably took one of my alerts now. So now the next six, seven, eight, you won't even really know. You're not even gonna know the next one because they took a fucking alert just to mess it up. What's up there, Nita? Nita, do it say Leo on the front? Do it say Leo on the for the title? Okay, just making sure. 'Cause I was thinking like, am I tripping? All right, so anyway. All right, so we got Pluto. It's right back out. All right, so that was in the last reading, but like my mic kept going in and out, so I just deleted it. I don't know what's going on. So, and YouTube, like when I first went live, it didn't even show me at first. It was just like spinning. So I was like, man, you said, and you heard me on the last read. Okay, well, no. Anyway, you guys about to encounter a situation that's gonna be intense for y'all. Which you guys may be handling it like with flying colors or handling it in a more diplomatic approach. All right, so it's a lesson that you guys are meant to learn. Some of y'all how to like associate or deal with like, maybe doing social interactions. This may be something that's new to y'all, or somebody who you guys may have had maybe more of a tumultuous connection or uh, an unusual bond with is going to like, I don't know, try to renew the connection between y'all. So somebody who's normally very opinionated or very outgoing, um, I don't know, somebody who you guys may even have deep feelings for. Could be a Scorpio, could be an Aquarius. Usually, because Aquarius is here, it's usually not your type, your usual type, but something about this person is very intense or draws a lot of emotions and feelings out of you. Some of y'all, somebody you guys are fated to have an experience with. Because the North Node here, it just means that this would be a challenging connection. Because this person like makes you do stuff that's like maybe awkward to you or weird to you, which was what I was saying in that last reading. So like this is somebody who makes you get outside your comfort zone. You may squirm a little bit because I notice how I'm moving around my chair where I may feel kind of like uncomfortable in a way. So you may like feel uncomfortable doing stuff with this person or like being around this person at first, but they like, I don't know, they create a lot of feelings in you or create a lot of like self, maybe self-doubt at times, you know what I mean? Where you normally would be confident, maybe in like your intellect, maybe be confident in like your way of doing stuff. You know what I mean? Hold on, brother. What the hell? You just wasting time here. Okay. So anyway, like your soul's purpose though. You're meant to like deal with this person because it's gonna be useful for y'all. So you're gonna learn a lot. In fact, it's gonna be put you guys on a learning curve very quickly. Yeah, we got seven swords. Ooh, that's good. That's good. So you may be taking on some of their ways of doing stuff. This may yield you guys like, I don't know, quick results. You may learn a lot faster from this situation, from these interactions you're gonna have. Yeah, you're not gonna have to put as much effort, time. So you guys to get over this fear of maybe making mistakes or these fears of like messing up or saying the wrong thing. So this is somebody who you guys can like say what you need to say to, and then you guys can kind of like, get over it very quickly. They heal very quickly. That's a big thing. So so this is somebody who like has tough skin that you're dealing with. You know what I mean? They may get bothered about stuff at first or get rattled about stuff at first, but like this is somebody who's very opinionated and outspoken as well. So this is going to be like a core power that's going to come up for y'all, or like some type of strength that you guys are going to have shortly, where you'll be able to like just take on anything. So fears that you may have had before, this could be like stuff that you maybe felt you couldn't do before. You're gonna start feeling like you're capable of it. Like the worst that could happen is it just doesn't turn out the way I expect it to. That's what you'll probably start taking on. It's like the worst that's going to happen is it just don't be what I expected to be. But that's not like a death. You know what I mean? What's up there, Triggers? It's not a death. So there's going to be somebody who's going to push you guys past your limits or push you guys past your like what is it, self-defeating attitudes. You know what I mean? Your self-defeating like ways of seeing stuff where you disbelieve in yourself, where you close yourself off from others, where you don't say what you feel like you should say, when you don't go for what or when you don't put time or energy into the things that you want to put into. Some of y'all may be more worried about being too pressed in situations or too interested in situations or wanting people to match the same passion that you have. That may not be possible. You know what I mean? So that might be also something that you guys are recognizing because North Node means you're supposed to learn something along the journey with this person. And with the Seven of Swords here, you're learning it in hindsight. Sometimes it's from disappointments, especially with the Three of Swords and the Four of Swords. These are reconsiderations. So something that you may say to this person or something that you may have said to this person, they're starting to think about in hindsight. And this is going to make this person want to put forth some type of effort soon. All right. At one time, this person may have not felt that this was possible between y'all. Maybe they may have felt that it would be a burden, or maybe they may have felt like they were pressured, or there was too much of an obligation to like, maybe go, I don't know, put time, energy into whatever y'all had going on between y'all. Because if it hasn't played that way first, then that's going to be part of the dynamic where they may feel like they have to do too much to like maintain the connection or too much to maintain the passion, the attraction, the interest in the relationship. Because for some of y'all, this is somebody who's kind of vain, you know what I mean? But now they're going to be looking at you in hindsight soon. So something about you is changing, and that's where that diplomatic approach is going to come from. So it's a pattern that kind of loops around where you're meant to learn from why these are happening, why this experience is happening, and you're supposed to learn from it in an Aquarian way, which is detached. You know what I mean? Usually in hindsight, you start seeing, oh, okay, it's what they say, 20, what is it? Hindsight is 2020 vision. So like from what's already happened, you can learn a lot better, or you can really like decipher it because you're not like actively in it. It's like being able to see the roof on fire outside the house opposed to inside it. You know what I mean? Because once you start seeing it on the inside, you damn near cooked. All right. So anyway, guys could be dealing with a Scorpio, Aquarius, Sag, Capricorn, Libra, Sag, Pisces, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Gemini. All right. So anyway, Leo, that was y'all reading. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the support. Thanks for rocking and rolling, y'all. I appreciate y'all.